Welcome back to the garden. This is just a quick little update. I had to move some things around. I wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to Marie Farming on the Rocks. I'll put her link somewhere in this video. She is such a wonderful person. It's good to have garden friends, y'all, because when you got to bounce ideas and questions off, it's good to have somebody to reach out to. You just have to do that. I'm telling you, because you just never know. Angel, thank you as well. She's my friend out in California. She's always like cheering me on and giving good advice as well. So I'll link their videos or channels in this video down below. Just people that have always just like reach out and help, and you have questions you can ask. I mean, goodness sakes, because we all need help. But anyway, I had to do some moving around in the garden, so I will give you guys a quick little update. I have to get these tomatoes off, and I'm going to finish pruning some of the areas that were affected by the frost that we had. There's still some lingering little cruddy looking leaves here, and I may just go ahead and prune it all together because this thing is wild. It's also fruiting off some more flowers as well. But as you can see, yet another tomato harvest. We got to get them. So I'm going to take all of this because it is blushing. And I got a couple of green ones on here, but they're semi-blushing as well. So we're just going to go ahead and take them. These babies I don't need. But we'll go ahead and keep these here. I got me a bigger bowl this time to get these babies in. Look at these beauties right here. Oh my gosh. I'll take those. Isn't that beautiful? I'm telling you, they just keep coming. I gave some more away this weekend. And they just keep right on coming back. So they keep coming, I keep giving. And eating too, by the way. If you guys haven't checked out my cooking channel, I just posted dinner last night. It was just a quick little something, but I did use my tomatoes. Just a quick little Mexican style type, almost Chipotle type meal, just to get some food in our belly, because we were literally in this garden pretty much most of the day yesterday, and we were exhausted and hungry. So my cooking channel is Tea Time. Well, not Tea Time, but Tea is Veggie Treats, and I'll link that also in this video as well, because I do all my cooking over there. The goal was to grow everything in this garden and bring it to the kitchen. And so far, I mean, we're doing pretty good. I'm leaving that little green one. I'm going to take this one, though. I left my other glove over there, but I think I'm okay. Cut you right here. Yeah. Oh, my God. These babies are so beautiful, y'all. They just keep on coming, I swear. I love the spider activity because it keeps some of the pests off. Look at that one. Man. There's some gold ones here. I think I'm going to leave them and let them go ahead and ripen up a little bit. Thank you, my little spider friend. I see you. I'm not going to bother with you, ma'am or sir. And as I'm doing this, I'm also cutting back some of these leaves here because they are just nice, crispy, and burnt. And now I know I'm taking some of my flowers off, but it's just worth it to just prune some of this back. The plant will benefit a great deal from me doing this because, as you can see, some of this has some questionable things on here. And I really don't want all that old stuff growing on here and lingering. It brings pests, and we don't want that. So we want to try to get whatever we can get out of here that doesn't need to be here. And that means maybe losing a tomato or two. But as you can see, this plant keeps on giving, so I think we'll be fine. But I do want to prune some of this back, just for the sake of keeping the plant healthy and keeping the pest population down back here, because while my spiders are all over this plant and I love them for being here, they can't do everything, y'all. So we got to help them too. I see ants. Oh gosh. Let me get them off of me. I don't need y'all biting up my little foot. Got another little baby right here. That. Oh man, they're busy. I'm gonna have to come back out here later on to trim it, like trim, like hack it. I don't think I have what I need to do what I want to do, but I'm just getting the rough looking stuff off because the pests are real, y'all. If you seen me earlier in the season last year, I had squash bugs, honey. They were everywhere, and they did not want to leave this garden alone. They were everywhere. So we are not going to have a repeat of that this season. Although I am growing some butternut squash. I am. I'm not afraid. I'm just going to try to keep them under control and out of my way this next coming season. That's the goal for that. Alright, get some of this out of here. The sun is blazing, so I won't be out here too long. I really just wanted to get some of this craziness down from here, and whatever's blushing I am going to take, and whatever's not, we'll just chalk it up as we'll see you again. But we have to get some of this dead stuff off of here. You see this? Because this will bring so many pests, and we do not want that out here. We really don't. So we're going to move that on. Let's see what else we can get here. Oh, this is pretty heavy. Let's see. It has something on there. Well, we can cut around it for now. I think I got the worst of what we needed to get off of here. Off. Let's take a peek. I think I see some more tomatoes on the ground. Hopefully nothing has eaten them. But see, like this stuff here, you don't want this in here because this is bad. I'm trying to get all that stuff out of here. That freeze was nothing to play with, y'all. Totally unexpected, and this garden took a beating. But you know, we keep on trucking. The hurricane didn't do us anything, so it blew away some things that grew back. So we can survive. We know what to do. Okay, so let me get some of that down here too. Quite a bit of stuff still on here. I won't get everything today, but that stuff that was really bad, that's gone. That's out of here. Try to keep it as clean as possible, just for the sake of new growth and the health of the plant. Because again, y'all, this was volunteer, so I had no say so on what it was doing. I just let it grow, and it did it. So dead stuff off of here. It's nice to prune your stuff, but you want to keep pruning, so, and keep growing. So you got to take care of it. This will look a little crazy for a couple of days, y'all, but trust me, the plant will be a lot better for it in the long run with me doing this. Yeah, all this stuff is dead. One little tomato here. Let's see, if it's blushing, I'll go ahead and take it. Look like it is. I can go ahead and pull that off. Let's see what it does. I mean, if it does nothing, then, you know. But this vine right here has to go. All right. I think we settled that down a little bit. I won't hack too much more. Try to leave something on here. Right down here. Oh yeah. Hello. I can just pull these off. Look at that. Almost. Something almost got it. Whew. Man, nice. Okay. Let's clean up our mess. We got a mess here. Make sure there's no baby tomatoes down here. All right, we're gonna do this and then I'll show you the yard real quick. And then show you what we harvested yesterday. Oh, man. Whew. All right, y'all. So, we harvested our sweet potatoes. I don't have them right here, but I'll show them to you. I think my harvest from before was much better. While this one was still good, I think my sweet potatoes were a lot bigger. And you guys gotta remember too, going through Hurricane Milton, it was saturated back here. So I think a lot of the stuff that was growing here, we just had to, hope that there was something there. So I did get quite a few sweet potatoes, but they weren't as big as my first harvest. So it's all good. So I'll tell you what I did. I did not film yesterday because my children were helping me, and I told you guys before, I don't film my kids. So what we did, I cut the marigold back. We pulled it back, cut it back. We actually had to take the marigold out, and it had sweet potatoes attached to it, y'all. So we took it all out. This was my opportunity to prune it back and cut it down because it was so crazy. Obviously, it still has buds on it, so I'm looking forward to it coming back full strength. And even after pulling that yesterday, look at this. Here's another dang sweet potato, y'all. I think I'm going to see sweet potato activity there for a while. Whatever will grow, I'll leave it. However, I want to utilize this space for something else, and I'm going to grow my sweet potatoes in a container from here on out. Just because it's a little more difficult to get them in. I know my garden started here. It literally started with that one sweet potato last year that sprouted in my pantry, and this has been the sweet potato area. But we're going to uproot the sweet potato and just leave that. We're going to start growing in containers. So what I did is I kept some of my slips and I put them in a pot, and we're going to start fresh from here, and from now on I'm going to have a designated container over here just for sweet potatoes, and that's how we're going to grow them from now on. And we're going to put more veggie and different types of things here so that we can utilize our entire bed, which is what the goal was in the first place. And also at some point in time I need to gather up a space where I can get a container for compost. That's also a goal of mine because, again, we want to grow more here, and right now the compost is and while we do get goodies from the compost, I believe we'll still continue to get goodies from the compost, but we need to have more space for food. I want this all to be food here, So I know I just put a post up giving you a tour of the garden, but I just wanted to show you that. Also, my planting app. My app told me my pineapples were sick, but also I got a visit from my Aunt Valerie, and she came by, and I was so happy to see her. But she gave me some tips as well. And like I said before, one of these days I'll have her give me permission to take you into her garden. It is phenomenal. Like, oh my God, it is beautiful. But she came by and gave me some tips on my pineapples. So it told me to up pot them. And if you're not familiar with that term, up pot means if you have something in that ground or in an area growing and it's getting too much water, they suggest that you take the plant for its own health, pot it, and let it get strong, less watered, and then they typically come back. So my 4 pineapples, I took care of that today. I didn't worry about watering them because they have plenty of water. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and you can see they were getting sick, see? And there's 4. And when they started turning yellow, they're getting water and they're growing. Goodness sakes. Like, this is the first one I planted. That one's the second one. And then those last 2 I did in the latter part of the summer, I think last year. But this was the very first one. They're growing, but they're getting way too much water. So like with your plants where you have tomato, corn, or butternut squash, things that require a whole lot, they need water, more frequently. These don't as much. So they were getting watered the same time as everything else. And as you can see, they didn't like that. So I did that. What else can I show you? Oh, our butternut squash, if you want to see that, it started sprouting. Very happy about that. There they are. The corn is coming along just nicely. Yep, yep, yep. And that's really it, y'all. I did that because we had to. Oh, and the callaloo. I did post that already, but they are adjusting. I don't think they like me moving them. So we'll see what happens here. Okay. But remember, I also drop seeds. So if they don't make it, the seeds are already planted. They're fertilized and planted. So without further ado, let me show you what I harvested yesterday. Let me gather up my tomatoes. It was a great day out here. It was a lot cooler than it is right now. It is hot. I have my dinner going, so I need to go in the house and take care of that. Oh, wait. Oof. Look at all these tomatoes, y'all. Oh my God, they keep coming. They just keep on coming. Okay, let's get in here. All right, tomatoes there. Sit them down. Oh man, and I do have a couple little things under here to show you. The lettuce is doing very nicely. Okay, so with our marigold, now we're in a nice cool area. What I took liberty in doing yesterday, because there are a lot of dried flowers on there, I took the liberty to go ahead and harvest from the flower head the seeds. So there's some marigold seeds here. Plenty. I have marigold seeds, but this came from my garden. So it was nice to go ahead and get those. And then, if you remember, next to the compost, I had a volunteer ginger plant. So when my aunt was here, I was sharing with her. I was like, oh, okay, you can get a piece of this and grow, some ginger and take it with you. Guys, I have ginger too. That it was so crazy. I could not believe that this was ready. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, ready. So I will be cutting that up for some juice. It's not a whole lot, but I mean, it's there. And then our lovely sweet potatoes. Like, I was super excited to get these. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. I think this was one of the biggest ones that I had. But I have a bucket full, all different shapes and sizes. Very nice. Not as big as what I had before, but it's okay. It's a nice sweet potato harvest. You can do a lot with that. I know Angel, my garden friend Angel, she made sweet potato pies with hers. I can bake those. I can cut them up and candy them. There's so much to do with them. So I was very thankful for this sweet potato harvest. And like I said, the first one was bigger, but who cares? I mean, like, that's the second harvest of sweet potatoes in my garden. Like, wow. Guys, look at this. Like, tomatoes. We got ginger. We got sweet potatoes. Like, man, if you don't start a home garden... For those of you that have been watching me, you've seen my struggles. And I have a video that will be posted before this one. By the time you see this, you have already seen it. My garden, successes and failures. It happens. So you just have to keep going. Don't give up and keep going. If you don't believe anybody else, honey, you can believe me. My garden has been blown, sliced and diced, and I'm still here. So just some successes. Just had to share that with you. Quickly, the seedlings that I planted in my March seed drop, just so you can see those real quick, and then I'm going in the house because I got to cook dinner. The garlic looks like it's gonna be okay. This is our second or third time doing this. Our radishes are ready to go. Broccoli, we have some butter crunch lettuce. We have lettuce, broccoli rabe. I think our Roma tomato has taken off and Swiss chard. Cucumber is just about ready. I see sweet peas. I think I see some spinach. And I might see my first watermelon seed coming too. So, guys, look, if I can do it, and I know you hear people say that all the time, but literally, for real, if I can do it, y'all can do it. Now, the pak choi, it is starting to sprout up. This is good. I'm glad to see this because, you know, we did not have, it wasn't good last time. So I'm glad to see that at least 3 of them are here, okay? So that's good. There may be some more, but I'm not getting my hopes up just yet. I do see 3. So that's that. Nothing on the blueberries yet. And I think I planted the pepper there. No movement on that. So we'll just give things time, okay? My aunt did tell me because of this wonky weather we're having, the lettuce would be better to be grown under here, and I agree with her. So I'm going to try to carve me out a space to plant those under here along with the cabbage. I think that'll be safe because our spring is not really spring. It's nice out right now under here. When you step from up under here, it is hot. It's a little heated today. So I don't want to put my plants through, I can take this off now. I don't want to put my plants through all that torture. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, man, it is really nice out here today. And I'm glad that I was able to come out here, harvest and share what we actually harvested this weekend. So 2nd harvest of sweet potatoes, y'all. That's 2 in a year. This March here, this month of March is when I started my garden last year, and we've had 2 harvests of sweet potato. We've had, I think that's the 6th or 7th harvest of tomatoes. Our first harvest of ginger, which I still believe I have ginger on the other side. So I'm gonna have to dig that up and see if it's still there because the leaves died back. So I just don't think that root just disappeared. I think it's still there. So we'll see. And we're on our way to growing lettuce for the first time. Like, guys, we have 4 cabbages growing. It's just amazing out here. It really is. So it's rocking and rolling. So start your garden. Like, you'll be surprised at what your hands can do. You know, we say people have green thumb and this and that. You just have to try. And if it doesn't work, try again. You know, hey, all you can do is try. Okay, so all right, guys, happy Sunday. I'm gonna end this video, and I'm going on my way because I gotta cook dinner here. So I'll catch you in the next video. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.